Hello. Let's see. Get our live going. Make sure our sound is working. Sorry, I am popping in here late today. I did have an appointment earlier, and yeah, we're going to talk about that. So I want to catch up and see how everybody's doing on their 30-day goal. Okay, and I'm just going to recap the steps to achieving our 30-day goal. Okay, so we want to remember that the important thing that we need to do is we need to have the thoughts and the feelings that are going to drive us to take the actions we need to create our result, right? So I have a little worksheet here, creating the feeling you want. So you have to decide what is your goal, what is your 30-day goal, what is your daily goal, whatever it is. What is it that you want to do? You can apply these 5 questions to anything, okay? So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what am I currently feeling? What am I currently feeling? Then ask yourself, what is the thought I am having that is creating this feeling? Because feelings don't just rise up from the deep and come upon us. Feelings are always a result of a thought we have. Sometimes it doesn't seem that way. Sometimes we are just like, I just don't feel good today. I don't feel happy. Or maybe sometimes it's just like, I feel so good, right? Even in those times when you're feeling good, you need to pause and ask yourself, what am I thinking? Because if you could generate any emotion from your thoughts, next time you want to feel happy, you can recreate that feeling based on the thoughts you're having at that time, right? So ask yourself, what am I currently feeling? What is the thought that is causing that feeling? And then what do I need to feel to create and accomplish what I want, my goal, right? Because it's a think, feel, do cycle, right? You think a thought that creates a feeling that drives your actions, drives everything you do or don't do, okay? So number 4, what is the thought I need to think and believe? You have to believe your thoughts, right? You can't just, oh, I notice I'm thinking a negative thought. I'm just going to change it. Just something different. You really have to believe that thought. So it takes a lot of trial and error sometimes to figure that out. And then number 5 is, how can I believe this? So if you don't quite believe it, what are some things you can do to believe the thought? Maybe your thought is, I'm a successful business person. And maybe you don't necessarily believe that. You can tweak the thought a little bit, add a little bit of a thought ladder on it, and you could say, I am working towards becoming a successful business person, or I am open to believing that I am a successful business person. Something like that. So, creating the feeling you want. Ask yourself, what am I currently feeling? What is the thought I am having causing this feeling? What do I need to feel in order to create and accomplish what I want? What is the thought I need to think and believe? And then how can I believe this? Okay. And so remember, there's daily work that we were doing to achieve our 30-day goal. And I'll read you mine. So first thing you want to do is you want to say what I accomplished yesterday. And so yesterday I finished my outline and my notes for a workshop I'm hosting on Thursday. I did homework for my life coach certification program, so I worked on that, and I actually met with one of my homework buddies, one of my cohorts in my certification program. That was fun. I had coaching calls yesterday, and then I also got my weekly email out. So those were a few things I accomplished yesterday. This morning, what is on the schedule for today? So this morning I had a meeting with a new buyer for real estate. I had this live, and then I need to market the workshop that's coming up on Thursday. Okay, so my thoughts and feelings about it. Do a mini thought download. So when I was thinking about the things that I had to do today, one of my thoughts was, I don't want to leave my house. And I just put down my negative thoughts, because I did have some positive thoughts too. But and then I was like, I'm tired today. And then I need to get organized. Which all of those are just so disempowering. You know, negative thoughts will never lead you to positive results. Not in any sustainable way. Okay? So then the fourth thing we do, complete a model on one of the thoughts that is not serving you. And so I want to, if you're not familiar, let me grab a pen here. Do this red one. Okay. So the model, and if you're new here, let me do this real quick. Okay. So this is the model. Circumstances, thoughts, feeling, action, results. Okay? So, you want to do a model on a thought that's not serving you. Okay? Oh my gosh, my writing is terrible. That's okay. I'm going to show you. This is just like a really mini shortened version. Let's just go over this again. Hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know if you can, gonna be able to see this. My terrible writing. Okay, so here's an example of a model you can do on a thought that is not serving you. Okay, so the circumstance was just meetings. I just put meetings today. My thought is I need to get organized. And then I felt overwhelmed when I would think about trying to get organized. And then a couple of my actions, spin in confusion, don't prepare. That's what that says there. And then my result would be I show up disorganized. I wouldn't necessarily call this disorganized, but it's a little. I just didn't have this written out. This was a last minute addition. I wanted you to see the model, okay? So you do a model on a thought that's not serving you. Okay, so now, how do you want and need to feel to get this work done today? And I decided I wanted to feel either excited or motivated, but I kind of chose excited. I want to feel excited. I was meeting a new person. I love getting on the lives with you guys. So much fun. So then you ask yourself, what is the thought I need to think in order to feel excited? Okay? And I decided I was going to remind myself, this is fun. I had fun today. I decided I was going to have fun. Fun is not something that just comes upon you. You make the decision that it's going to be fun, okay? So then I get excited. And then my action would be I show up with enthusiasm, right? Can you tell I'm enthusiastic? Okay. Show up with enthusiasm. And then my result is I create a fun experience. Your result is always going to be evidence of your thought. It always is. Okay? I mean, I didn't necessarily have to write all this out for you, but if you're new to the model and doing models, I just want to continue to show this. I think every day you need to be doing models every single day. Do your thought downloads. You need to take a look at what's going on in your brain, what's holding you back, right? So circumstance, this is the circumstance line. It's facts, facts only. Something that every one of us could agree this is truth, right? Thoughts. So this is where people get tripped up. They think so often that their thoughts are the circumstance, and they don't realize that it's just their thought about a circumstance, right? So you only want to put one thought, so one sentence, one phrase. That's what thoughts are. They're just sentences in our brain, just phrases, right? And they all produce a one-word feeling. So this is fun. I get excited, right? I could think a different thought to get me motivated. You want to keep one thought, one feeling per model. Then your actions, you could put all kinds of actions in here. I just didn't, we didn't have all kinds of time to list all the actions, but you can list a whole bunch of actions in there, and then you put your result in, okay? So, how are you doing on your 30-day goal? How are you doing on getting yourself, in the right mindset? Getting the right thoughts, the right feelings in there. Brainstorm thoughts that you would need to think. Write them down. Keep them, I write down thoughts all the time. I have a belief plan. I have a daily belief plan. I remind myself. I just actually got off of a coaching call for me, getting coached. And it was funny. Our call was a lot about how, I sit in belief. And I believe in my future self. I believe in my goals. I believe in everything. But I'm human, right? We're human. And those sneaky little thoughts come up like, oh, you can't do this. You don't know how to do that. Or, the negative self-talk. And that's what this paper I just put up. These are my negative self-talk responding to those mean girl thoughts. So, you can brainstorm things you want to think, thoughts you want to believe, and then you can categorize them for, self-love, for building a business, for parenting, for with your spouse, the thoughts about your spouse. And I tell you what, it's just awesome. Here's positive self-talk. You're a badass. Look at what you've accomplished. You've gone too far to quit now, which I guess that could go either way. Doing my gratitude list. I have a gratitude journal that I use. I don't have it next to me. There's so many. I'm putting light into the world. Do small things daily to level up. Yeah. So whatever your 30-day goal is, if you do just one small 1% level up a day, you hardly even feel it. And then at the end of 30 days, you look back and you go, oh, wow, I can't believe how far I've come. So, let's see. Okay, we're at 15 minutes, so I am going to let you guys go. Please send me a message. Come to the workshop on Thursday. We're going to be doing, a little bit of this and a little bit of some other things. So just take an hour, pop into the workshop, bring a notebook, work on your goal while we're sitting there talking, and share with your friends. All right? Love you guys so much. You're awesome. You're super awesome. I'm so happy that you're in this group with me. And I wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you